Hello, everybody. How are we all doing? This is Mike Dewan here with the Region Sports Network, coming to you from Highland High School for a little scrimmage action. You already know what time it is, off-season football content. I am here with East Chicago head coach Corey Bailey. Coach, it's football season. It's hot out. What better time than now?
It's a great opportunity to be out here, get some work in. Our guys have, we've been behind the eight ball in the past, but this year, everybody stepped up. We've been responsible, taking care of all our business, getting our guys here on time, getting physicals done, which is the most part that we dread going through as coaches because some people drag their feet. But, you know, we're glad we're out here. We're glad we have the numbers we have, and we're only building from there.
Sure thing, Coach. Heading into year three, obviously, you mentioned it's been kind of a rebuilding process for the East Chicago Central football program. You talked about the culture's already kind of shifting upwards. Go deeper into that. The kids are coming out here to play, and obviously the numbers are looking great here as well. Talk to me, Coach. You had the front row seat. How's that going?
So when I got here, most of these kids never had an off season. They never understood what it was to have an off season training. Once the football season was over, they didn't see football until the next season. So they were never in the weight room. They were never big with getting big, faster, and stronger. And that's what football is about: bigger, faster, stronger, and just putting your kids in the best position. So right now, that has changed. Our guys are committed to the weight room now, and they're committed to the cause and getting our football program back to be respectable. So
Sure.
we're just happy to have these guys out.
And you talked about the respect, and respect is big in East Chicago, the city of East Chicago. When sports are good, we've kind of seen this recently with basketball, that program. If any sports are good, the community is going to rally around that team, and you guys just about kings of the city. You're an East Chicago grad as well. Talk
Yes.
to me, kind of harp on that community upbringing and how the East Chicago community is almost one of one when it comes to athletics.
So when I was back in my high school day, man, the stadium, we kept the stadium packed, football, basketball, but a lot of that has died off with uh, Guthrie closing down. Half of Guthrie is closed down. The whole project is closed down. So a lot of the people that were from East Chicago and from that community, they're the ones that had that power and that drive. So we're starting to see some of those people come back to the region, come back to the city. A lot of these kids are, you know, not from East Chicago, but starting to understand what it is to be an East Chicagoan because, where they came from, they never saw, big sports community. So now it's starting to come back. Basketball helped kick that off a lot. Coach Ala is doing a great job with that program. And we're in the process of doing the same thing with the youth program for football. Uh, we're building a Pop Warner, not a Pop Warner program, but a flag football team for our fifth and sixth graders, which never been done in East Chicago. We just got our junior high program back started because it hadn't been going on in a few years. So my goal is to potentially come out with a freshman or sophomore team this year.
It's a special place. Chicago
Yeah.
is, and it's definitely awesome to hear about the growth of not only obviously these levels, but of course
The
the
lower
younger
levels.
ones, right?
Yep. Without that, you don't have a program.
No doubt about it. And speaking of the program, we see now kind of a full circle moment. You and I were talking about before this. You have a new addition to your coaching staff. Your former coach here at East Chicago Central, Roy Richards. Talk to me about adding a name like that to your coaching staff is great, but also again that full circle moment of hey, you played under him. He started here at East Chicago Central in his head coaching kind of days, and now back here, obviously, kind of helping you guys out, getting ready for the season.
So it was a opportunity that presented itself, which was an opportunity I couldn't pass up. So when me and Roy, we talked a lot, and we talked when he left Portage, and I was like, it'll be great to get you here. He's like, man, you're serious? I said, yeah, I'm about to see what I can do, how I can get you here. Would you come? He was like, why would you ask the question like that? He says, you make it happen, I'll be here. So it was just great to get him here, man. I love Coach. I love the opportunity he gave to me in football through high school. And even as an adult, he reached out to me. He invited me to come over to Morton with him. But at that time, I didn't go. I wish I would have been in football earlier, but he's a great guy, great coach, great mind to have around. And, I had a lot of fun as a player with him and Phil Mason back in high school.
Sure. And as a player, you said you were a free safety. Who was your favorite defensive back then growing up?
So growing up, my number was number 20. A lot of people don't understand why. Mark Carrier was my favorite player for the Chicago Bears. His number was number 20. His birthday and my birthday on the same date. We're 10 years apart. So 4/28/78. He's 4/28/68. So Mark Carrier was my guy.
That's so good, Coach. And before we kind of take this off, I'll ask about the team after this. I did see that you have a little hobby of grilling a little bit. Talk to me. Talk to me. How'd you get into grilling? And maybe for those people that kind of want to start, getting out there, be a grill master. How do you kind of begin? What are some tips, some dishes to try out first?
So it was crazy because I actually started just as a young kid. My mom would just put me on the grill. My mom, bless her heart, my mom was the best cook. So I ended up having to learn how to cook on my own. And once I got older, she put me on the grill. And from there, I just started loving it and just started perfecting my craft on the grill. One of my favorite things is probably the grill is brisket. But I have a secret, I would say, hors d'oeuvre that I like to do. I call them chicken bombers. So I'll give the recipe away to you all.
All right, I like
so
that.
here it is. It's chopped, diced chicken. So you dice your chicken up.
Let me write that down.
Yep,
real
dice
quick.
your chicken
Okay.
up. Get you some pineapple chunks and jalapenos.
A little sweet heat, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you grill it, get you some honey mustard. You in the ball game. That's all you need.
Mom and Dad, that's chicken bombers right
Chicken
here.
bombers. Yep.
Coach, we'll get away from grilling and we'll talk about this team before we go. Week 1 against River Forest. What do you want to see? Obviously, here today, as well as again, the summer's long still. Yes, we're in July, but plenty of development to go. About I'd say a little bit more than a month till week 1. What do you want to see from your guys leading up to River Forest?
So right now, what we're starting to see, our guys are starting to understand the concept of football. A lot of our kids didn't have concept of football. They didn't know one whole A gap. They had no clue what a 5 was, a 4 or 2. They had no clue about that. So now they're starting to understand and study the game of football. So now things are starting to come easier to them. So just the continuing of growing and understanding football, I think with that will be, a great team.
Said we'll get ready for it, Coach. For Coach Corey Bailey of East Chicago Central, I'm Mike Duan. We'll have more for you here from Highland High School on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.